Hello, 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 hello. Catherine, hello. First to comment today. How are you, my lovely? Hello, Nicola. Hi, Mandy and Sue. Hi, Sarah. And good morning, Beverly. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, Chloe. How are you? I hope you're well. Reese, I hope I pronounced that correctly. Hello, my lovely. And Tammy, hello as well. Are we all okay? Leanne, good evening. It's Tuesday. Becky, hello. And Helen, good evening as well. And Sarah, hello, hello, hello. How is everybody's week going? Sorry, let me just X off this so then it's not in the way. There we go. My kids are extremely tired going back to school. I just think the routine has shook them again. It does every time. My son this morning was so tired, bless him. I was like, right, we need to have slightly earlier bedtime. I just don't think he went to sleep properly. Missed Sunday's live as you couldn't find it. Oh, bless you, Emma. I'm just about to explain about that. Oh, I hope he has a brilliant day tomorrow, Catherine. And I'm glad you're well. Hi, Julie and Nicola. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Right, let me do a quick update about the live. So the last live, so Sunday's live, it has been taken or removed off Facebook and it won't let me upload it again. Now, I'm not sure why that is. Possibly, I think it's got reported possibly, or I don't know why it didn't actually tell me on this occasion. In the past, that's why it's happened, and so I'm assuming that's why this time. And then if it does do that, it doesn't actually let me upload it again, even though I record the stream as we're going. So Sunday's one you won't be able to find on Facebook. However, I do upload every live onto our YouTube channel. Now you won't be able to see the comments on the YouTube channel. You will just be able to see me and the screen. But if you did want to watch it back, or if you did want to go and double check your opening or anything like that, they are all on there. So even if it's not on Facebook, it's definitely on there. So yeah, I hope that helps. I know it's not the best, but I hope that helps. All the links for our YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, I think that's it, is all above in the comments up there somewhere, if that helps. Sophie, hello, I hope you're well. So yeah, that's why Sunday's one isn't on there. So it's not the best situation, but I'm afraid I can't control that. But yeah, it's definitely on YouTube. They normally get uploaded to YouTube the following day after the live, around 2 p.m. British time. Oh, bless you, Sophie, thank you. So yeah, I normally try and schedule them for around 2 p.m. That way it gives them some time to upload as well. So I hope that helps. That's strange, just been watching Sunday's live on Facebook. Really, Leslie? Tell me where you found this. Sorry, I only said it because I had so many people contact me saying they couldn't find it. I just want to have a quick look. And I couldn't find it either. I'm just going on to my videos. February the... Oh, it is there. 17th. No, it was 19th, wasn't it? What date was Sunday? Sunday was the 19th. That's the 17th. Okay, yeah, I can't see the 19th, but if you guys can see it, that's great. If not, it's on YouTube. Right, let me just come back to the comments. There we go. Oh, bless you, Emma. Linda, hello. Connie, good evening. Jackie, it's still not passed, so he's having good times and bad times with it, bless him. Hello, thank you, Sophie. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I can't find it, but if you guys can see it, that's brilliant. If you can't, it is on YouTube, so it's just one of those things. For tonight, I do have the gonks still up, and that's just because Cindy has got the last two here, and she couldn't make it on the last live, so this is still up just because until she's picked, I mean she's got these two, but just until that's done, that's why this is still here. We do still have an open order list, so if anybody would like to order, there is still space available for today. We've got all oysters available, including the 25 pearl oysters. We've got the stick, pick or sparkle dip available as well, so that's in here. I think that's everything. Hello. Oh, your little one's got chicken pox. Oh, I hope they don't suffer too badly, Donna. Bless them. I remember when my two had them. At least they've got it though. That was my thinking. At least they've had it, so they can. You normally only get it once. Aaron got it multiple times, but I got it once. So hopefully the kids, my two, don't get it more than once as well. Hi, Shell. Yes, Jackie. Yeah, we're gonna give it the amount of time that the hospital said, and if not, well, hopefully, obviously, the scan date will come through, and if not, then yeah, we'll definitely get him back there again. Bless him. I'm not. I'm slightly behind Mandy. I'll explain that again as well in a second. Oh, bless you, Kelly. Thank you. I've done like a plat thing. So lemon help with kidney stones. Oh, does it? I will pass that on. Thank you, Nicola. Shell, yes, I've added you onto the order list. So I'm slightly behind on emails. That's just because yesterday was a bad day for Aaron, and I didn't get, I'm going to be honest, I didn't get much work done at all because I was sort of at his beck and call and I didn't want to leave him. And today I have been on it. I've been drilling and setting and everything, and I've done a few emails, but I haven't got caught up in all of them, so I do apologise. I know it's an excuse, but tomorrow the plan is to get them done first thing in the morning. So if you have emailed, you should hear from me before lunchtime tomorrow. Okay, perfect. Right, so I think that's everything. Connor, hello. I hope you're well. Cranberry juice works on kidney stones. Lemon and cranberry juice. In the past, how painful. And you've got one now too. Oh, bless you, Caroline. I hope you're not, it's silly to say I hope you're not struggling too much, because yeah, seeing Aaron through it breaks, truly, I hate seeing him in that amount of pain. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I hope you're not in too much pain, my lovely. Right, so shall we get started for this evening? As always, if you have ordered, I've posted the order list on the page. And yeah, if you would like to order, I'll update it as we go. So, up first today is Anna Mullin. Anna, are you here? Oh my gosh, Lisa. 36 weeks pregnant and having kidney stones. Oh my gosh. Bless you. Oh wow, that's such, you are a strong woman. I hope you and baby are doing well, and yeah, I hope you've passed them. Bless you. Gosh. And Anna, you're here. Hello, my lovely. You've emailed 2 Luca cards. Yep, I've added them on already. Can you have mystery and donate? You can indeed. So I think I counted 5 up. Let me just double check. So 1, 2, 3, and then the 2 loyalty cards is 4 and 5. Perfect. So 5 mystery oysters, and you'd like to donate your shells. Oh, I might top this bag up in a minute. So 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5. I'll pop that over there. So are there certain colours you're hoping for? You was in hospital on all kinds of medication. You don't envy anyone going through it. Oh no, neither do I after seeing Aaron in that pain. But you must be such a strong woman to be 36 weeks pregnant as well. And then to have that kind of pain not related to the birth. Oh, bless you. Well, I'm glad you're home and sound hopefully like you're doing a little bit better possibly. Right. Okay, so Anna, let's go down. And you're hoping for something a little bit bright. Okay. So oyster number 1, my lovely. Beautiful deep pop there. Oh, starting off with a tough one today. Oh, and a runaway. Okay, so there is no pearls on that side. You do have a darker runaway, and I can see that you are twinning to start with, Anna, here. Let me just have a squidge. And there's no more in that one. And if I dry this up for you. And these are dark forest green twins. So I'm hoping you're going to be able to see the green. Oh, yeah, you'll definitely be able to see the green. Look at those. The one on this side, he looks slightly brighter than his twin. There's definitely not a lot in it, but gorgeous dark green twins to start with. Moving on to oyster number 2. Quite a nice sharp pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. And if we have a squidge in here, oh, and you've got another darker pearl there. And there's no more in that one. So I'm just going to have a closer look here. Oh, he's a slightly mottled, darker gunmetal grey. Let's get the greens focused and then I can show you this one. So it's definitely a base gunmetal grey. Oh, Mr. Camera, please don't be silly today. But then, hopefully you'll see, can you see like those lighter mottled areas? Up, there we go, you can see it there. So gunmetal grey with mottled colouring. Moving on to your next oyster. Lighter double pop there. And in here, there is your mother of pearls. There's no pearls on that side. Anna, I can see multiple pearls in here. So we've got 1, 2, and 3. And I'm just having a squidge. And there's no more in that one. So you have got triples from your third oyster and having triples. And these are gorgeous pastel colours. So you've got a pastel apple green, a pastel icy blue, and a pastel autumn peach as well. And they're actually looking quite nice, larger sized pearls there as well with the pastel colours. Moving on to your next oyster. You've got a softer pop there. And there's your mother of pearl. And in here, you've got a darker pearl here. I'm just having a squidge for you in here as well. There's no more in that one. So I'm just going to have a closer look. I'm going to pop him at the top next to the greens. He is a darker gunmetal grey. Now, I'll pop him on this side. Actually, no, let me keep the twins together. So I'm just going to move the twins up. Your mottled one's there, and then your new one. So you can see he's darker than the mottled one. But both darker gunmetal greys there. One darker, one lighter, slightly mottled. And then moving on to your last oyster, Anna. And in here, as you can see, there's no pearls on that side. And I can actually see a darker peeper again here. Let me have a squidge. So it's predominantly darker pearls in here, Anna. I know you said you was hoping for possibly brighter pearls. So we'll go through them all and then you can, of course, let me know what you think. So if I dry this one up as well. And this one is, oh, he's gunmetal grey, but he does have a hint of green in him. Possibly slightly darker than your twins, but definitely has a little flash of green here. Let me get this focused. Okay. So I'm hoping you can see the green in him there as well. So all together, you've got twinning dark greens, a mottled darker gunmetal grey, a darker gunmetal grey, and then a dark green. And then you've got triples, apple green, icy blue, and autumn peach. Anna, I'll need to know which colours you'd like on your jewellery. And if you're not happy with these colours, we can, of course, swap them for you. If you prefer to email me your colour choices, that's absolutely fine. You can take a screenshot and then email with the choices as well, so it's completely up to you, my lovely. If I run them through the board for you, darker twin number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And the slightly brighter of the two is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. So those twins are measuring different sizes there. The mottled gunmetal grey is not a 5, not a 5.5, oh, sorry, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He is an 8.5. The darker gunmetal grey is a runaway. He's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And the single dark green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Your apple green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Your icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And the autumn peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. Oh, can we swap the gunmetals for pinky corals for the earrings? Swap the other gunmetal for darker apple green for the pendant. And yes, of course, you can email me. Let me get the colours for you. So the two gunmetals are these two. And then, do you mean the single dark green? So the gunmetal, the mottled gunmetal, then the single dark green. Is it those three you'd like to swap out? Okay, apple green and pinky coral. Yes, okay, perfect. Okay, have a look at these ones for me. Are you happy with those three there? So that green and those corals, and I've taken out those three there. Beautiful, perfect. I'm just going to bring you up and then I can write that down. So on the earrings we have got pinky coral, and on the pendant we have got the dark apple green. And then do you want me to make a note to check my emails, so not to send this off until I've heard from you? Email me about the others later tonight. Okay, that's not a problem. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to make a note, and that's just so I obviously don't send this to you before checking that email. That's great, perfect. So let me just pop these on here, and then I'll grab a sticky note to pop on here as well. Okay, so don't send until seen email about other pearls. About the others, so other pearls. Perfect. I've got that down for you then, Anna. I hope you're happy with everything there. You're very welcome. Thank you for the donations with your shells as well. And that's all safe up there for you. Okay. Oh, bless you, Dawn. Well, that was the first person, so you haven't missed lots and lots, if that makes sense. Right, that means up next today is Cindy Brown. Cindy, are you here? Now, I haven't seen Cindy yet. That's not to say that she's not here, but hopefully she's here. So Cindy Brown, are you here? So Cindy, if you're here, please type I'm invisible. That will bring your comment forward so I can see you. And as always, if anyone else can see Cindy, please comment on her comments because that will bring it forward so I can see as well. Holly, hello, and Nakamis, I hope I pronounced that correctly. Hello as well. Oh, Jen, you've commented on Cindy's comment. Perfect. Let me just refresh this. Cindy, I can see it now. Hello, my lovely. First of all, Cindy, I hope you're feeling better. And I'm glad to see you on today. So you have actually got our last two of the gifting gonks. Now the last two available are these two. I will go back across to show you. Oh, ignore the oyster. The oyster bag's in the way. So the last two available are Charmed and Hopeful. So I hope they're okay, my lovely. If I bring you straight down, just confirm that you're happy to have these two. And what I'll do is I'll keep refreshing the comments just so I'm not missing you if my Facebook's being funny. Are you happy with the last two gifting gonks? Yes. Okay, perfect. So let's open up parcel number 1. Oh, sorry, this is just something just fell on my, oh, it's my water bottle. Sorry, water bottle just fell on my leg. Right, okay, so parcel number 1. Oh, oysters first in this one. So we've got 1, 2, and 3 oysters and a cage pendant. Now this cage pendant is the Love Cube cage pendant. So it's a cube. It's got 3 different designs on the sides here. So you've got the designs which repeat themselves twice. This cage pendant holds 1 pearl at a time, and then you can swap and change your pearls around in here at home. So the first design is the heart, so you can see the larger heart here. The second design is 2 smaller hearts, as you can see there. And the third design is LOVE which say love. Now you are seeing a mirror image at the moment, so that will be the, actually if I hold it the other way, is that the correct way for you? No, so you will see the correct way round once you receive him. So this sort of sits, and then you can see the pearl from every angle. So that's your first one with 3 oysters here. So I hope you're happy with that one. And then moving on to your second parcel. And you've got a second cage pendant and 1, 2 and 3 oysters there as well. Your second page pendant, sorry, your second cage pendant is also one of our Valentine's Day themed ones. This one holds 1 pearl at a time, and as always you can swap and change the pearls around in here. This one has got, it's called the I love you cage pendant, so it's got a heart in the centre, and that's where you're actually going to see your pearl through that middle heart. Then got a nice circle border going around that heart, and then you've got the wording. Now if I turn this around you'll be able to see it says I love you, then a heart, and then it says I love you and then a heart. So again you're going to see a mirror image of that, so it will be the correct way round once you see it at home. So I hope you're happy with that one as well, Cindy, my lovely. So 2 cage pendants and 6 oysters. As always, I'll keep the oysters in their 2 separate groups so we can see what oysters came from what parcel. Cindy, would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And are there certain colours that you're hoping for at all? Okie dokie. So if we start with parcel number 1, oyster number 1. Good luck, my lovely. Oh, I'm really sorry. I've just got a hair that's ended up... Sorry, it started going like across my nose, so I just had to get it off then. Right, so oyster number 1. Donate the shells, Cindy. Okay, so there's one side and the other side. And in here, you've got 1, 2, 3 and 4. You are quadding with your first oyster there. Okay, so quadding with beautiful bright but darker shades here. You have got a sea green, which is slightly two-tonal, so just slightly lighter and darker around the pearl there. You've got a gorgeous bright TARDIS blue, a bright two-tonal burgundy red, so again lighter and darker areas, but overall here's a beautiful brighter red. And then you've got a silver as well. Okay, so sea green, TARDIS blue, burgundy red and silver from your first oyster. Beautiful colours there. Moving on to oyster number 2. There's one side and the other side. Ooh, and in here you are twinning. So you can see there's no pearls on that side. Beautiful bright icy blue twins. And there's no more in that one. Now these blues I can definitely see are slightly two-tonal as well. So if I just go around to show you, so we've got twin number 1, which is lighter and darker there. And then twin number 2, which again is just slightly lighter and darker. So there's not a lot in it, but they are slightly two-tonal. Then moving on to your third oyster, which is the last oyster from the first parcel. And in here, there's one side. Oh, and the other side. Cindy, you are twinning. None in that side. Twinning for a second time. And you're twinning with beautiful, dark, deep purple pearls. So let me dry this up as well for you. And there is your dark purple twin. So first 3 oysters, you've got a quadding sea green, TARDIS blue, burgundy red, so I'm just getting it focused for you, and a darker silver. And then you've got twinning icy blues and twinning dark purples as well. So I hope you're happy with those ones. Moving on to your next oyster. So this is oyster number 1 from parcel number 2. There's one side and the other side. And in here you've got a candy floss pink. There's no more in that one. I'm just going to pop him under the twins here. So quite a nice bright bold candy floss pink there. Moving on to your next oyster. There's one side and the other side. And in here you are twinning. And that's your third set of twins there. There's no more in that one. Now these twins are autumn peach twins. We can definitely see that we've got one larger and one smaller twin here. I would say that the larger of the two is slightly brighter compared to the his twin as well. You can definitely see the size difference there. So the larger one's this one on this side. And then Cindy, moving on to your last oyster. There's one side. Oh, and the other side. And in here you are quadding. Started with a quadding oyster and ending with a quadding oyster, Cindy. And again, different, oh, actually, you've got, let me show you. You've got, I'd say, different shades. Okay, so I'm just going to pop them all in the sand and then I'll go through them, just so then I can move this out of the way. You have got a TARDIS blue, a icy blue, which is slightly brighter than the twins you've got. You've got a gold, and you've got a burgundy red. Now this burgundy red is darker than your first one, so 2 different shades of red there. Cindy, what do you think to all of these? I'll measure them for you in just a moment, but if I go through the colours again, you've got a sea green, TARDIS blue, burgundy red and silver, twinning icy blues, twinning dark purples, twinning autumn peaches and a single candy floss pink, and then you've got a TARDIS blue, icy blue, gold and a burgundy red. Now, if you're happy with all of these, Cindy, that's perfect. If you're not happy, as you know, you can let me know and I can swap them for you. If I run them through the board, are we ready? Your sea green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Your blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the lighter of the burgundy reds is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. The silver is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he is a 7. Your twinning blues, blue number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he is an 8. And then blue number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. So they're measuring the same size there. Purple twin number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Purple twin number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not he is a 7.5, so they're measuring the same size there. Candy floss pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Visually larger autumn peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7. Oh, sorry, he is a 7.5. Visually smaller autumn peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. So they are measuring different sizes. Then your second quad, TARDIS blue, is not a 5, whoop, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. The gold is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And your burgundy red is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he is a 7. What do you think to all of these, Cindy? And breathe. Every now and then I like to do that a bit fast. Normally when there's more pearls in the sand, it just keeps me on my toes. Oh yes, bless you, Dawn. Yes, they ended on the last live. We had them today because Cindy wasn't here on the last live to claim it, but yeah, they have ended now, I'm afraid. Do you do that, Talia? I can't put the messages any faster than the person says because I always miss what they say. So I just have to listen to it normally. Cindy, you think that all beautiful. I love that. So just confirm for me, are you happy to keep all of those? I'm just going to bring you back up. If we're swapping some, that's absolutely fine. I'll go back down again. But what do you think? So excited to see what the next game is. Possibly, maybe up for Friday or Sunday. It just depends. It just depends. As soon as it's ready, I will obviously let everybody know. No, it's not starting tonight, Chloe. Even if it wouldn't have been starting tonight anyway. Normally I have at least one live in between events without it being on the website, if that makes sense. So possibly Friday or Sunday. So by the end of the week, there'll be something new on the website. Happy to keep them, Cindy. Perfect. Right, let me just pop them all in here for you. There we go. Thank you, as always, for the donations with your shells, my lovely. And Cindy, I hope that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And again, I hope you're feeling better as well, my lovely. Okie dokie. How's my hand? It's still got, I don't think you can see it with the gloves. Actually, I don't think you guys could. No. I've still got like the lump there and it still hurts. Like as I get to here, it like twangs. I wouldn't say hurts, it twangs. But it's not as worse as it was. So I don't know what it is. I think I must have hit it in my sleep. But it's getting better. Payday Friday. Oh. Oh, we're near the end of the month. February goes so quickly, doesn't it? Even if like 28 days, like if the 28th day in January would not seem as quick as February is every year without fail. Right, up next today is Sarah Goodall. Sarah, are you here? Sarah, hello, hello, hello. I've heard of that, Tammy, but I'm not sure what it is, so I wouldn't be able to. It's literally like a little lump here which has come up, so I feel like I've hit it. Did I have pancakes today? I did have pancake. Well, I had a pancake today. I had lemon and sugar on my pancake. My kids. I went to my mum's house. My mum made pancakes because I'm terrible at making pancakes, and Aaron wasn't feeling up to making pancakes, understandably. So I went to my mum's, and she gave them Nutella and marshmallows on their pancake, and whipped cream as well on one of them. So I don't know how. Like, to me, that's like overly sweet. But yeah, I had a lemon and sugar one. Sounds like a ganglion. I don't know what that is either, so. All I know is it's starting to feel better, so that's fine. Right, sorry, Sarah. Hello, hello, hello. So Sarah, you have got one oyster opening altogether. What type of oyster would you like, my lovely? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? You've had surgery on both your wrists for that. Oh, bless you, Tammy. Okay, definitely. Carpal tunnel. Okay, I'll have a look into that. Terrible pancake maker, more like oh, bless you. It's for me. I can do it. It's just they're just not the. Yeah, for me making pancakes, it's just not the best. I can never get the batter right either, to be honest. Never. Mystery, donate the shells, Sarah. Okay, so mystery oyster. Is there a certain colour you're hoping for at all? And let's go down. So mystery oyster. You've got a lighter pop there. Hoping for something blue. Okay, fingers crossed for you, my lovely. So there's a little bit of flesh on that side, but we can definitely see there's no pearls there. And oh, I can see a peeper. So if I turn it this way, yep, you can see that under there as well. So I don't see a blue pearl yet. Let me have a squidge. Oh, Talia, that melts my heart. Bless her. And there's no more in that one. And what you've got here, Sarah, it's actually like a latte colour. It is a chocolate, but it's that sort of really lighter toned latte shade. Look at him, almost going into like a golden shade, but I'm definitely going to say he's a base chocolate there. What do you think to this one? Now, of course, if you're not happy, we can definitely swap him for a blue pearl. Just let me know what sort of shade of blue you're looking for. Or if you are happy, that's perfect as well. So he's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. So he's an 8.5. What do you think? Would you like to keep him and pop him on your jewellery, or would you prefer to swap him for a different colour? Oh, bless you, Dale. Can you keep him? Of course you can. Definitely. He is yours, so you're happy for that one to go onto your jewellery. Perfect. Have I had many this colour? I'm sure I'll have some in my chocolate swaps because I have a lot of chocolate swaps. But we don't often see many come out with that sort of lighter chocolate shade, no. Sarah, thank you for the donations with your shells, and I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And that's safe up there for you. You okay? Mm-hmm. What's up? Nothing. No, what? Yes, we saw your hand poking. Would you like to say hello? Hello there. Everyone keeps asking how you are. Fantabulous. Oh, I was just about to blow my nose and then I remembered I need to give a warning. So, the suspicious arm behind me is filling up the oyster bag for me. If you've got headphones in, please take me out. Turn it down. If you're near sleeping animals or humans, turn it down. 1 second. Oh, that was a tuneful one. And one more time. that was matching whatever you did. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Oh. Pitch perfect. Good at matching a tone. Thank you, Bob. Oh, dear me. Sorry, I don't know if you heard, but he was like doing a hair noise and my blowing my nose matched whatever he did. Oh, bless him. So yeah, he was just topping up my bag for me. It is a foghorn. Yeah, my nose is bad. When I blow my nose, it's bad. Is she at it again? Oh gosh. It is bad. I don't like to blow my nose in public anymore because everyone sort of just looks over. So I sort of have to go into a private corner. Yeah. Oh, that made me chuckle. He is so funny. So funny. Right, where am I? Oh, Laura, bless you. That's extremely kind, my lovely. Thank you for the stars. I hope you're well. Oh, Sarah, you were here, so let me mark you off as you were here. Right, up next today is Carol Robinson. Carol, are you here? I don't think I thanked him for the tea either. Thank you for the tea. There we go. Oh, Sarah, bless you. Thank you for the stars there as well. Very, very kind, my lovely. Sorry about that. Wendy, bless you. Thank you for the stars as well. Again, that's extremely kind of you, my lovely. Oh, Carol, hello. Carol, you've got one oyster opening altogether. So you'd like mystery oysters, beautifully topped up now, and keep your shells. Perfect. So this is your oyster. Laura, you're fine being a busy bee while your brother has been, oh, bless him. Work is crazy, business as well. Oh, bless you, Laura. Well, I'm glad to hear that you're fine. I hope your brother's okay. Now, Carol, you'd like to keep your shells. Is there a certain colour pearl that you're hoping for? Let's go down. Your mystery oyster. Oh, did you hear that beautiful light sharp pop there? And in here, there's your mother of pearl. So you've actually got a little bit of a pearl blister along here. Now I'll clean the shells up for you in a moment. I can actually see a gorgeous peeper there. Carol, you're hoping for something dark, maybe a red or a purple. There's no more in that one. Okay, so you've got a two-tonal autumn peach. Quite nice different two-tonal markings as well. So I'll dry the pearl off and hold him up for you in just a moment. Let me just clean these shells up for you. Oh, bless you, Laura. Again, that's very kind of you. Thank you. That is a lovely pearl blister in that one there. Okay, so two-tonal autumn peach. Now, of course, if you're not happy with this one, Carol, we can swap him for you. But let me hold this up first so you can have a closer look and then decide from there. So, oh, you can see already, you've got brighter autumn peach there. Goes into that lighter peach and then back into the brighter peach. What do you think to this one? So again, he's quite a nice sized pearl. I'll measure him in just a moment. But if you would prefer to swap for a darker red or purple, that's absolutely fine. If I run him through the board, he's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. It's not 100% Wendy, but it is better than it was. Thank you for asking. Carol, what do you think? What would you like to do? He's lovely, but would you be able to swap him for a darker red or purple? Any of those would be lovely. Of course you can. Let me grab one of each and then you can let me know which one you prefer. So let's go for a darker Cadbury purple, and then if I get a burgundy red as well, you can let me know which one you would prefer. Now again, if you'd still like to go darker red or purple, I can go darker, so we can move into the black cherry shades, and then purples I can go purple darker as well. So if these are still not dark enough, let me know and I'll grab some of those for you to look at. Or if these are okay, which one would you prefer? Oh, bless you, Sophie. Good night, my lovely. I hope you sleep well. What do you think, Carol? Are either of those the shade you're looking for? Just going to refresh this. The comments are lagging bad tonight. Yeah, I'm just refreshing. Oh, you've said the red. Sorry, my lovely. My comments aren't all coming through, so I have to sometimes sort of refresh them to hopefully jog more to come through, if that makes sense. But the red is yours. Let me wrap up your shells as well, and then I'll get that onto your jewellery. Just popping your name on your shells there. Okay, and your pearls in here. Carol, my lovely, I hope you're happy with that then. And of course with everything once it arrives. And that's safe up there for you and your shells as well. You're very welcome, my lovely. Right, up next then today is Jessica Ward. Oh, I've just seen that Jessica's requested to be, oh, I'm such a wally. Sorry, I didn't see the additional note, literally until I just looked over. Jessica's actually requested to be booked in for a different day. Oh, right, I'll get that booked in for a different day, bless her. Sorry, my lovely. That teaches me for not reading the additional note there. I didn't see it beforehand. Oh, you can have it tonight. Oh, bless you. I'm so sorry, Jessica. I've got the note on here. I just apparently didn't see it at all. So just confirm, are you happy to have it tonight? If not, I can definitely book you in for the 24th. It's not a problem either way with me. If it is the 24th, you'll be at the start of the order list, I believe. Let me just double check. Yeah, I can pop you at the start of the order list, or if you're happy today, I'm happy to do it today. Again, I'm sorry. That's fine. No, oh, bless you, my lovely. Oh, dearie me. That's completely my fault there, though. Debbie, bless you. Thank you for the stars. Very kind of you. Right, Jessica. Okay, so you have got one opening altogether. What type of oyster would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Nunu and donate. Oh, sorry, Nunu's just down here. Donate the shells. Okay. Is there a certain colour that you're hoping for at all? So the Nunu rainbow oysters are the darker rainbow colours. So, oh, don't knock the board. If we go down, your Nunu rainbow oyster and donating the shells. Okay, so there's one side and the other side. Oh, in here. Oh, run away. You have got a lavender pearl, Jessica. There's no more in that one. So a lavender is a darker lilac purple. Now these do actually normally come out of the Nunu rainbow oysters. I know this is overall lighter colour pearl, but that is normally where the lavenders have come out from, this and the mystery oysters. Very close to being lilac actually, isn't it? It's quite a nice lighter, bright shade. Now, what do you think to this one? Again, you've got the option to swap him if you would like to, or if you're happy with this one, I can pop him on the jewellery for you. He's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He is an 8. It is a stunning colour. Oh, beautiful, thank you. So just confirm, are you happy with that one on the jewellery? Let me bring you back up here. There we go. So just confirm, are you, yes please. Perfect. Okie dokie, I'll pop that on there for you. Let's pop it in here. Again, I'm sorry for the confusion. You did everything correctly with where you put the note and everything. It was completely me. So again, I apologise. But I hope you're happy with your pearl there. Thank you for the donations with your shells as well. And I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And that's safe up there for you. You're very, very welcome. We've currently got 3 people left on the order list. So if anybody would like to order for tonight, there's still some space available and there's not going to be too long of a wait as well. Up next today is Vicky Connor. Vicky, are you here? Do I take pictures? Yes. So where we're live from now, our Pearls of Brecon page, there's pictures and photos of customer orders posted every day that you can see. There's photos on our Instagram and on our website as well. I try to get multiple angles of the jewellery when I photo them, just so you can sort of see, because the image can't always capture everything, like every tiny bit of detail. So I sort of try, I might bombard the page with a lot of photos, to be honest. But yeah, I do try and get the different angles so you can sort of see everything. And on a lot of our lives, I do actually show jewellery as well. Like I shown jewellery earlier with our gifting gonks. But normally if you've ordered an item of jewellery off the website, I don't normally then show that on the live unless you request to do so beforehand. So if you say it on your order before the live that you'd like to see it whilst you're having your opening, I can get that ready for you as well. It's just if you request whilst we're live, I can't go and obviously prepare that jewellery, but I can do it if requested an hour beforehand at least. I'm fine, oh sorry Kirsty, I'm fine, thank you, how are you? And Vicky, hello. So Vicky, you have got 1, 2, 3, 4 oyster openings altogether. Can you have mystery and donate your shells? You can. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. I always try like to dig in the bag. Sometimes I go straight from the top. I don't know why I like to dig, because it's I just like to have a mix around. Right, Vicky, are there certain colours that you're hoping for at all? So we're donating your shells here. Let's go down. So mystery oyster. Oh, lighter pop there. Oh, he's a tough one. Oh, there we go. So your first oyster, Vicky. There's your mother of pearl. So you can see there's no pearls on that side. I can see, however, you're waiting to see what pops out. I can see multiple pearls in here. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. And I'm just having a squidge. You are quadding. You have got 4 pearls from your first oyster here. Let me just dry these up for you. Okay, so we have got a darker chocolate. Now this one is a two-tonal. So he's a two-tonal silver chocolate, and then he goes into quite a nice darker silver shade there, then back into the silver chocolate. So quite a nice two-tonal pearl there. You then have a sea green. And then you've got a two-tonal icy blue. So again, lighter and then brighter areas with the icy blue. So chocolate, two-tonal silver, chocolate, a sea green and a two-tonal icy blue. Then moving on to oyster number 2. You've got a lighter pop there. And there's your mother of pearl. And in here, I can see, can you see that peeper just at the bottom there? And he is a beautiful blue pearl. There's no more in that one. Now this is a darker Pepsi blue. Let me pop him straight in the sand for you. Look at him, gorgeous Pepsi blue pearl. Moving on to your next oyster. You've got a light pop there. Oh, now the flesh, hang on, let me just see. Okay, oh, and you've got a runaway. So lots happening here. There is quite a little bit of chunk of flesh there, but we can definitely see there's no pearls there at all. We've got a darker blue runaway, and then let me have a squidge here as well. Oh, flesh has come loose now. Okay, there's no more in that one. So you've actually got a slightly darker blue than the blue that we've just seen come out, and he's definitely a different size here. Okay, and then you've got 1 oyster to go. So moving on to your last oyster, Vicky, which again is a mystery oyster. So you've got a double pop there. And there's your mother of pearl. And in here, oh, that's a pinky rose gold. Sorry, there's a harder bit there, but I believe that's just the, yeah, that's just the flesh there. So there's no more in that one. So you've got a pinky rose gold from your last oyster. Okay, so if I hold all of these up for you, you can have a closer look and then you can let me know what you think. So you've got a dark chocolate and then a two-tonal silver chocolate, a sea green and a two-tonal icy blue. You've got 2 darker Pepsi blues, 1 larger, 1 smaller, and then you've got a pinky rose gold as well. Now I'll need to know, Vicky, what pearls you'd like on what item of jewellery. And of course, if you're not happy with these colours, we can definitely swap them for you. If I run them through the board, your chocolate is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Silver chocolate is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. The sea green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5, and the two-tonal icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. The smaller of the darker blues is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. The larger of the darker blues is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. And the pinky rose gold is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. We haven't had a 9 come out in quite a while, have we? Swap the 2 darks for an apple green and a sunshine yellow. And can I match one of the blues for the earrings? Okie dokie. So the 2 greens for sunshine yellow. I'm just going to move the blues out the way for a second so I can bring these to the front. So sunshine yellow and apple green. And then match one of the blues. Possibly. These are the blues I've got available. Now that one is just a touch. Let me just, oh, that one might. No, it's too dark. Okay, so let me show you this one. So your pearl is the one that's under the green, and then the one I've added in is obviously the one that's not under the green. So your pearl, I would say, is that just a slight different shade. As you can see, there's definitely not a lot in it at all. So your pearl's the one that's under the green. Would you be happy with that pairing there? Also, would you be happy with the yellow and green? And if you're happy with the blue, which other colour would you like to swap out to add in the blue? Or was it to swap the larger blue, if that makes sense? So I've taken away these 2 dark pearls and I've added in the yellow and green, if they're okay. And then your blue is the one that's under the green. So if that's okay with the match that I've done with this one, he's yours. If not, what would you like to do? Sorry, Vicky, I've just sort of thrown 50,000 questions at you at one time, haven't I? Oh, that's perfect, thank you. Can you swap the blue for the icy blue, and the yellow and green are perfect. So icy blue away. Okay, so which colours would you like wear then, my lovely? So they're yours then. So I'm guessing it's the blues down the front that you'd like to go on the earrings. And then which colours would you like on the other 2 items? Or which colour on which item? So I'm going to pop those blues in here because you've already said, I just double checked. Blues on the earrings. Just writing this down. So we've got the blue on there. And which item, oh sorry, which colour on which of the other 2 items? Good evening, Imogen. Good evening, my lovely. I hope you're well. Blues in the earrings, peach on the woodland, sea green on the other. Perfect. So just one, sorry, another question. When you say peach, do you mean this one here? So this one's the pinky rose gold. If I get it focused. So just to confirm, that one on the woodland. And then sea green on the other. Yeah. Oh no. No, it is very close to peachy colours. It's not you, my lovely, it's me. It's just I'd hate to then get it wrong, which is why I confirm. So yeah, it's not, I don't expect anyone ever to get the names that I call them. It's just, yeah, I just like to double check just so you don't receive it and think, actually, I asked for the other one on the jewellery. So, yeah, so we're going to have that one on the woodland. Okay, perfect. So sea green on the pendants. You've got the peachy rose gold on the woodland and then the two blues on your earrings. Vicky, I hope you're happy with that, my lovely. Thank you for the donations with your shells as well. And as always, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, my lovely. You're very, very welcome. Okay. And up next today is Shell Sills. Shell, are you here? Now, Shell, I definitely saw you earlier because I remember you asked if you was on the order list for today. So hopefully you're still here. Shell Sills, are you here? I'm just going to keep refreshing the comments as always. You are here. Hello, my lovely. Okay, so you have got 7 oyster openings altogether. What 7 oysters would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells as well? Six Nunu, 1 mystery, and donate the shells. Okie dokie, let me double check that I've got 6 Nunu in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I do, with 1 left over. Sorry, just slightly running low on the Nunu, so double check in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Perfect. And then 1, oh, mystery. Okay, would you like the one I picked out or the one that dropped out? I give the option because I always say like this, is it fate that the one I picked out, or is it fate with the one that dropped out? So it's up to you to decide which one would you prefer, the one that I picked out or the one that dropped out. You've been having withdrawal symptoms. Oh, bless you. Well, I hope this fulfills that is it craving that for you? So the one that picked out or the one that jumped out, fell out? You'll have the one that I picked out. Okie dokie. And you've said donate the shells. Now, are there certain colours that you're hoping for? I'm just getting them open. Okay. So let's go down. Nunu Rainbow Oyster number 1. There's one side and the other side. In your first oyster, we've got a lovely darker pearl there. No more in that one. So let me dry this up. Now I believe this is a darker gunmetal grey. Donated shells, they go to my mum. So I clean them up, I sanitize them, and then they go to my mum's nursery, who uses them in different activities with the children. I've actually got some photos I can show as well. So if you remind me after the opening, Sophie, I'll hold them up. Oh no, I'll move the screen so you can see them. So this is a two-tonal gunmetal grey. So you've got lighter and darker areas here, shell, as you go around the pearl. That's oyster number 1. Moving on to oyster number 2. There's one side. Oh, and the other side. And in here, now we have a little stowaway here because you've got a sunshine yellow, and there's no more in that one. Now we wouldn't normally find a sunshine yellow in the Nunu rainbow bag. However, it's such a stunning colour. But of course, if you're not happy with whatever comes out, we can swap them at the end. So yeah, you've got a little stowaway from your second oyster. Sorry, so what I do, for those of you who knew, I keep moving the sand around just until it focuses. They must have a lot of shells. Well, to be fair, they go through them quite a bit as well. So the shells, they are fragile. So as they sort of dry out, they do become brittle. And if you can see, they are, I mean, I'm not going to be able to break it now, but as it dries out, it does it does become brittle and can break. So with children the ages of, what is it, 3, 4, yeah, they do sort of replenish quite a lot. Moving on to your next oyster, Michelle. There's one side and the other side. And in here, you've got a dark chocolate pearl. There's no more in that one. So there is your darker chocolate. Okay, then moving on to your next oyster. There's one side and the other side. And you've got a larger dark purple in here. Now this one's quite a dark, deep purple colour. Again, if I just dry him up for you. Look at him. He's quite a large pearl as well, that purple. I'll be interested to see what size he comes out at. And all your colours so far, they're all different, but they all do, again, go together beautifully. Even the yellow there sort of matches and goes together with them. Moving on to your next oyster. And in here, you've got a darker pearl there. and there's no more in that one shell. Now this one looks like he's a darker gunmetal grey here as well. Now this one almost looks like he's a black. Yeah, he's not quite a black, but he's very dark gunmetal grey there. And then the last of the new rainbow oysters. There's one side. Oh, and the other side. And in here you are twinning. And there's no more in that one. So you're twinning with Blurple pearls. Now Blurple are a mix between blue and purple. So in some lights they'll look more blue, in some lights they'll look slightly more purple. Visually it looks like this one is slightly visually larger as well, and possibly just a touch lighter, but there's definitely not a lot in it. There we go. So there's your Blurples. And then your last oyster, which is your mystery oyster. So softer pop there. There's your mother of pearl. Oh, and 1 and 2, you are twinning. And you're twinning with Icy Blue twins. Now these blues I can definitely see are slightly different shades. So we've got one brighter and one lighter icy blue. Again, the brighter one looks visually slightly larger, but again we'll measure it in a moment. Okay, so from the top you've got that two-tonal gunmetal grey silver, sunshine yellow, a chocolate, a dark purple, a darker gunmetal grey, then twinning Blurples and twinning icy blues. Now if you're happy with all of these, that's perfect. I'll just need to know which colours you'd like where, and of course in what order. If you're not happy with these, I can swap them for you. You'll just need to let me know what you'd like to do. So if I run these through the board, the darker two-tonal silver is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Sunshine yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Your chocolate is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. The darker purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. Oh, he's an 8.5. I thought he might have been a 9 then. Darker gunmetal grey is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And then Blurple number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. Blurple number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. So they are measuring different sizes there. And then the lighter of the two icy blues is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And the slightly brighter of the two blues is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. So they're actually measuring the same size there. Okay, what do you think, my lovely? All beautiful, but can you have the darker gunmetal and swap the other to match? I'd like 2 darker greens, sea greens if possible, and 2 slightly lighter. Is this for the earrings? Just because I don't have any sea greens in my swaps at the moment, and it would be a weight on them. I'm just looking in the pre-drilled pearls. I sorted my pre-drilled pearls out into colours. Yeah, I don't have any sea greens in the pre-drilled either. So if you wanted the sea green, there's definitely going to be a wait for those sorts of shades. I could get the darker greens now, that's not a problem. The sea green shades, we would have to wait for them to become available. If that's okay with you, if you don't mind waiting, I'm very happy to do so. Oh, purples. I can definitely have a look at purples for you. So dark purple and then slightly lighter purple. You could possibly go down a Cadbury and then a grape purple route, because they're very similar but they are different. Now let me just see if I can get, although those purples there are stunning. So did you say have the darker gunmetal and swap the other? To match. I'm just moving all your other pearls out of the way so I can, and then I'm slightly confused with what colours you'd like to swap out. So I'll just pop these in here and we can discuss that in a moment. So I've got dark purples there. Now they're not Cadbury purples, they're actually a shade darker than Cadbury purple. So I'm just seeing now that might be too dark, but they are slightly different. Let me show you, let's go with, do you have a purple to match your dark purple? Ooh. Not in this handful here. Let me have a look elsewhere. I've just found an oil slick. Oh, well, let me pop that to the side because I think I've got someone on the waiting list for an oil slick. Okay, so your purple. I'm not sure I can. No, it's definitely too. So your one's quite, because he's quite a large size purple, and because he's quite dark as well. Possibly that one. Well, that one's the same shade, but I don't think it's the same size. So let me continue looking for a second. Oh, possibly that one. That one? No. I'm going to hold this up for you in just a moment. Okay, so, right, let's move these out the way as well. So we'll do your purple match first. Okay, so this one here is your purple. So right in the centre is your purple. Now this one I'd say is the closest one. Yeah, that one's definitely too small. That one's I'd say is the closest one I've got to it at the moment, but he is slightly lighter and visually slightly smaller. Then purple wise, I've got these purples which are just slightly lighter. As you can see, I can go definitely lighter purples. I'm not sure what shades you're looking for. Are you looking to go quite dark, quite light? Do you want me to get rid of those? You'd like to see some reds as well? That's absolutely fine. Now I can definitely show you some black cherries, burgundy reds. Let's get some black cherries. Again, I'm trying to find 2 each time just so they're matching for you, which is why it's taken me slightly longer to just have a quick look through. So I'd hate to show you a colour and you just sort of fall in love with it and then I'm like, well, actually I can't match it, sorry. You like the reds already? Are you looking... Right, let me hold these 2 up and then you can tell me what you're thinking. So, first of all, am I getting rid of those purples there? So those ones I've just added in just to show you. So I can take those away. Second, those are some black cherries I've added in. It is, I've got it next to me, Jess. I don't know why I'm not using it. Oh, it's just because I don't know how much you guys can see when I'm picking colours and sorting through colours. I don't know how interesting it is really to just watch me sort of look around and finding them. Get rid of the purples. Okie dokie. Let's do this step by step because I don't want to confuse you and I don't want me to confuse you. Love the cherry, just needing slightly lighter below. Okay. I can possibly go slightly lighter here. I mean, let me have a... Oh! If they're going on the earrings, I can go pre-drilled because the pre-drilled ones definitely have reds in here. So look at all these reds I've got which are pre-drilled. I know I'm terrible. I shouldn't have done it, but I can definitely go lighter here. Now, are you happy to go lighter, brighter? Because I've definitely got like... Oh, actually, that's quite a nice shade. Let's see if I can match that. Ta-da! And then just reminds me what colour you want at the top. Am I matching the 2-tonal gunmetal to your darker gunmetal? If you're happy with those. Now, all pre-drilled means is that for like when I'm taking photos of new stock, or when I'm getting pearls ready to sort of go on the ready-made items and the ready-made charms, I get some colours and I just pre-drill them ready, so then they're sort of done. I'm not getting the drill out every 5 minutes when I need a different colour. I actually came across recently a bag of pre-drilled pearls that I'd popped away and forgot about, in all honesty. So I've just found these all again. Right, those colours are perfect, and then you'd like to match that darker gunmetal there. Okie dokie. And then let me hold this up. Would it be in here? Moving your yellow and your purple out of the way. And then what colours are we swapping out for the reds, my lovely? Oh, that's just slightly darker, that one. Was it that one that I just used? Oh, actually. I think it's just the angle I was looking at. Let me hold them up so you can see. So, if you're happy, let's show you these. If you're happy with those, if so, which 4 would you like to swap out as we've added in the 4 reds? So there's the colours there. I've already taken away the darker gunmetal grey. So you'd like to swap out the chocolate, blue, both lighter blues swap. 1, 2 and 3. And do you mean one of the blurple ones? So swapping out these 4. Just confirm for me. Fun fact, I like to put the pearls in between the fingers when I'm matching them for sizes, because then first of all it stops them rolling around, as you can see. Second of all, it's a really easy place to get the matching, to sort of judge the pearls as they roll around. Yes, okie dokie. So these pearls here in this order on your earrings, and then for your other item, would you like a pearl on or off? And if on, which colour would you like? Oh, Tanya, bless you. That has been a fair few weeks, actually, to get to you, hasn't it? Gosh, well, I'm glad it's finally there with you, my lovely. Bless you. Okie dokie. Right, let me bring you up so I can start writing this down, shall? So you'd like to have the yellow and purple on there. You'd like to be invoiced for the purple on there. And then for the earrings, we've got top, middle, bottom. So the top is gunmetal, middle is black cherry, bottom is burgundy red, which is pre-drilled, just so I don't drill them again. Okay, perfect. I've got that all down for you, my lovely. I'm just popping them in here, but if I put the pre-drilled pearls in the different bag, actually I'm going to make a note as well, just so I don't pre-drilled. If I pop that in with your pearls, I definitely won't drill them again. I hope you're happy with that, my lovely. Let's pop these on here. So for the extra pearl to go on the item, that invoice will get sent across for you tomorrow. It will go to the email address that's on the order form. Oh no, you're very, very welcome. As long as you're happy, that's the main thing. I'm very happy to go through colours. I love my job, so I'm very happy to sift through and get the ones that you guys are looking for. Thank you ever so much for the donations of your shells, Michelle. And yeah, I hope you're happy with everything once it arrives. That's safe up there for you. Perfect. Okay. And up next then today is Lisa Johnson. Lisa, are you here? Oh, bless you, Kirsty. Lisa, hello, my lovely. Lisa, you've got 2 oyster openings altogether. Do you know what 2 oysters you would like, and if you'd like to keep or if you'd like to donate your shells? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do any rumbling. Sorry, my lovely. Oh, bless you. Thank you, Kirsty. Nunu and a mystery donate. So that means you've actually got the last of the Nunu oysters at the moment. So we've still got the other oysters available, just no more Nunu after this one. And then a mystery oyster as well. And then donating your shells, Lisa. So is there certain colours that you're hoping for? So 1 and 2. And let's go down. We'll start with your Nunu rainbow oyster. So there's one side and the other side. In your first oyster, you are twinning with darker pearls there. There's no more in that one. Now these are a darker chocolatey pearl. Look at those. Gorgeous dark silvery chocolate pearls to start with, and then moving on to your second oyster, which is your mystery oyster. You've got a softer pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. Now if I turn this around, you've got one runaway, but I can also see a few other pearls here. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. And you are quadding. Lisa, you have got 4 pearls from your mystery oyster. So again, let me dry these up for you. So in here, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop them in the sand and then I can hold them up so you can see. You have got a black cherry, a two-tonal two-tonal coral, so lighter and brighter corals. You've got a chocolate and a dark purple. Yes, we've had up to 6 from a normal one, Chloe, so far. Okay, Lisa, what do you think to these twinning chocolatey silver pearls? You've got then a quadding black cherry, two-tonal coral, a darker chocolate, and then a darker purple. Now, if you're happy with these, again, that's perfect. If you're not happy, that's absolutely fine. We can swap them for you. And I'll just need to know which colours you would like where. If I run them through the board for you, chocolate twin number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. Number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5, so they're measuring the same size there. Your black cherry is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. two-tonal corals, not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. The chocolate is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7. And then the dark purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7 as well. What do you think? And what would you like to do? So of course, if you're not happy with any of these, we can swap them for you. Can you swap the chocolate for a silver and the twins for light blue and gold? So we're swapping the 3 chocolates, 1, 2 and 3. I'm just going to move your other pearls up to the top and then reading that through again for a silver. Where's my silvers? So silver, and then a light blue and a lighter gold. And gold. Okay, have a look at these shades here. And can you have the purple on the jewellery? Of course you can. Have a look at these shades here for me. Would you be happy with those? So I've taken away those 3 chocolates. And then that silver, blue and gold. Are you happy with those? Now, of course, if you're not happy with those shades, I can change them for different shades. Just let me know if you'd like to go obviously lighter, darker. Love them. Perfect. They are yours. So if I bring you back up here, then I'll write down that you'd like to have the purple on your jewellery. And then you've got the other pearls as yours as well. There we go. Okay, Lisa then. That's all on there for you. Thank you as well for the donations with your shells, and that's safe up there for you. So I hope that you'll be happy with everything as well. Did I get the email pics of your last order? I may not have seen emails yet, my lovely. I do apologise. I explained at the start that I am slightly behind on emails, but the plan is to get them all done tomorrow morning. So I don't recall seeing it yet, but you should have a reply from me by tomorrow lunchtime because I aim to clear the inbox kind of thing. So I hope that's okay, and I'll see it by tomorrow. Okay, so I hope that's okay, my lovely. I'm just going to quickly show the donated shells. Here we go. So you can see just a couple of images. So they just use them in different activities and craft activities, learning through play, textures, learning about the world, comparing to different shells. So yeah, lots of different activities. This is just 2 different ones that you can see here. But yeah, that's where the donated shells go to. Okay, now I actually think that's the end of the order list for today. Let me just refresh this here. It is. So we're going to be live again on Friday evening. So if you would like to order, or if you'd like to just join us again, we'll be live on Friday from around 8 p.m. I hope you all have a brilliant rest of your week, and I'll see you then. Take care. Bye.